Hey there guys, what's going on? How are you doing? This is Wiggle speaking, and today we have a major update. The best that we have ever had in the history of DBD. I'm so hyped, I'm so happy. I've never been like this. This is the best thing I've ever had in months, years from DBD. Um, let's jump right into it. No intro, nothing. Just want to go over these beautiful, beautiful updates. Perfect. Michaela Raid, the new survivor. I'm going to make a complete separate video about the survivor. Just take this. She's bringing new kind of perks, so she deserves a new video. Let's just go over the balance kind of things, and then we get to her in a complete different video that I will upload in today as well. Items and add-ons descriptions have been rewritten considerably, and other vague terms have been replaced with number values. Aren't you just crazy right now? That was enough. I'm happy. Added in reminder added in reminder text for status effects. Any add-ons that trigger a status effect also include a brief description on the status effect. The hatch will appear when one survivor is left alive. What do you want? This is Jesus, that's so good. Survivors can open the hatch if after it has been kicked shut by using a key. This is just my dream. Queue interaction takes 2.5 seconds and does not lose progress when interrupted. Completely fair in my opinion. The achievement, where did they go? This is just nonsense. I don't care about this one. But let's just say that these changes, I mean, come on. Come on. How can you not love them? It's just amazing, dude. I don't care. That's just enough. Let's go to the Trapper. My favorite change, most of all. Base trap carrying capacity and starting traps increased to 2. Perfect. Trap aura color changed from red to white to be consistent with other killer object auras. Fair enough. The number of traps to spawn on a given map is now always 6. Jesus, why was this random? Nobody still knows. I'm not gonna over the changes to the add-ons, just the reworked one and the new add-ons. Reworked add-on Oily Coil. When resetting a trap, reveal the aura of the most recent survivor to disarm it for 5 seconds. Fair enough. Trapper sacks, bird trap, trapper sack. Bird traps are carried at the beginning of the trial instead of spawning on the map. However, they cannot be picked up. This is also very, very nice. You don't have to just waste time and go into an absolute random corner to bring it up. New add-on, Bear Old. Setting a trap is silent. Jesus. Nice one. Makeshift wrap. The trapper cannot be caught by his traps. The bear trap will be disarmed if the trapper steps on it. This is like watching one of Odd Star Wars videos happen in real life. I remember I saw this video like a couple of weeks ago that he suggested this exact same thing and it happened. It's just kind of weird. Odds, you've done something wrong. Coffee grinds gain a 5% status effect, haste status effect for 5 seconds after setting a bear trap. This is also a very nice one. Might, catch survivors off guard. 5% is not a lot, but it's not uh, neglectable. Length jaws, lengthened jaws. Bear trap inflicts deep wound on survivors. This should be base kit, but okay. Tension spring. The bear trap resets 2 seconds after a survivor escapes from it. Kind of weird, but might be interesting. The following add-ons have been removed: stirring strong coil spring, trap setter, logwood die, setting tools, stitch back. I don't know why logwood die is out of the game. Maybe something happened to the other ones and we don't need them, but still. Wraith. I'm gonna just skip it. All seeing is nerfed. That's all you need to know. Hillbilly. Two rework add-ons that are just actually really, really interesting. One of them I think is not that all that great. Black Grease increases chainsaw recharge speed by 18%, which is very significant, for 30 seconds after being blinded. Since this add-on exists now, I think, and especially with the fact that he has Lightborn, I don't think a lot of people are going to blind him now. It's just too scary, dude. Big House Gloves increases action speed by 20% when breaking pallets or walls or damaging generators while overheated. Decreases duration of pallet stuns by 50%. This add-on is insane, dude. It's just so good. And also, it's like a win-win situation. Either if you get overheated or not, both of them are good situations for you. If you're not overheated, you can use your power. If you're overheated, you can do some crazy, massive boosted stuff. It's just amazing. The nurse add-on is kind of OP. They're bringing the old nurse back for just a little bit. Removed line of sight restriction. Added effect increases blink recharge time by 50%. This is the part that you expect something bad happens to the add-on, right? Like you're like, okay, remove restriction, which was actually it actually makes sense because it's a red add-on. But then you're like, okay, it decreases blink recharge. Wait, increases blink recharge speed? Are you sure? I think this is a little bit OP, but we'll see. The shape is the only part about this upgrade that I don't really like because I think he didn't get enough love. Like he deserved more. Come on, only three reworks on some add-ons. He's too outdated. Just change him. Another killer that hasn't been changed, and I think haven't been changed, and I think it should, is Clown. Just change these good people. Jesus, the Hags change is not all that important. Just gonna skip it. A little bit change, a little bit of a change to one of his add-ons, hair add-ons. I'm sorry. For the Pig, however, Pig has had quite the difference this time. Interesting ones. Let's go over the reworked ones. John's medical file increases crouch move speed by 6%. It's kind of nice. It's good. Failing a jigsaw box skull check while uninjured will injure the survivor. This may not happen ever. That's why it's not super strong. But if it happens, it's just, dude, it's just so good. It's like it catches them off guard like hell. Workshop Grease increases ambush attack charge speed by 50%, decreases ambush attack miss cooldown by 25%, increase rarity to uncommon. It was common. Last Will increases ambush attack movement speed by 6%, increases time to charge ambush attack by 66%. Uh, it's not good. I think it's a horrible nerf. Interlocking razor, failing a jigsaw box skull check while injured will inflict deep wound on the survivor. This is funny if you bring it. Which one was it? The razor wires and the interlocking razor. Imagine a survivor misses a skill check. They go injured. Like, okay, shit, I lost time, dude. I have to heal after this. The trap is set, and then the list misses another skill check, and they go into deep wound. That would be hilarious to watch, in my opinion. Okay, Jigsaw's annotated plan increases available reverse bear traps by one, increases reverse bear trap death timer by 10 seconds. Whenever a generator is completed, 10 seconds is removed from the death timer of all active reverse bear traps. This is kind of nice. I mean, still, survivors wouldn't do the gens while somebody's having a trap on their head, but hear me out. What if the trap is already active and they're like, okay, it wouldn't make any change, it wouldn't make any difference, and then they will finish it, gen, and they're like, oops, it went right off. So this is kind of nice, I think. Jigsaw's sketch increases available reverse bear traps by one. When a survivor with a reverse bear trap is working on a generator, that generator's aura is revealed to you. This is kind of nice. Videotape survivors begin the trial with reverse bear traps installed. Rarity increased to ultra rare. This is nice, dude. The only thing that I think is going to be a problem is that when you bring this add-on, corrupt intervention is just useless. And corrupt is such a good perk. If there was a way to make them synergize with each other, that would be just awesome. It was the best combo ever, but I think it might have been a little bit too much. So overall, some great changes to Pig, in my opinion. The spirit. Now, a lot of people are like demonically laughing right now because of the spirit nerf, and I with you. I think she deserved to be a little bit uh, more balanced kind of thing than it was. While phase walking, survivors within 24 meters of the spirit, not the husk, spirit, Hear a directional audio cue that gains volume with proximity. Add-on. The add-ons changes. A lot of things have changed. Dried cherry blossom. Survivors trigger killer instinct when they come within 4 meters of the spirit while she's phasing. Scratch marks are no longer visible while using Yamaoka's haunting. So this is a kind of a challenge at the same time as it helps you. It I think it added some new play styles into the game, and I think it's a good add-on for the game. New add-on. First, sorry, Wakizashi Saya. This is wow. How did I just read that? I have no idea. During Yamako's hunt, yes, I thought I'm rereading the last one. During Yamako's haunting, use the active ability button to return to the husk and end the haunting. This is kind of nice, I think. It could help. New add-on: Modern glasses. Survivors trigger killer instinct when they come within 2 meters of the husk. Scratch marks are no longer visible while using Among Us haunting. I think this is a different kind of thing from uh, the add-on that we just read, and this is worse. This is not good. Unless you bring it with this Wakizashi style thing, and when they do, you just go back immediately, and then you hit them. That would be nice, but otherwise, I don't see a lot of uses out of it. New add-on Shiva instantly recharges Yamoka's haunting when stunned by a pallet. Not bad. Kind of kind of weird, but not bad. Senko Hanabi. I have no idea how these words are pronounced, so I'm horribly sorry if I'm insulting some people in Japanese. When Yamaoka's hunting ends, the spirit's husk explodes, and any walls within 4 meters are blocked for 5 seconds. Wouldn't it be nicer if they broke? Like, blocked? Have anyone ever been blocked by an explosion? You break things with explosion, but okay. Okay, behavior. Furin. The phasing sound is heard by all survivors. Oh, this could cause confusion because it was only 24 meters and now it's for everyone. Okay. Um, Keen Teacup, basically teacup, instantly recharges Yamanko's hunting after breaking a pallet or wall. This is a red add-on, by the way, and I don't know why. I think it's kind of weird. The following add-ons have been removed: Bloodier Brooch, Dirty Owawaki. I'm not gonna read them. Father's Glasses. That's that's the one I can read. And Neutral Radius music, which is nice, which is always nice. But overall, Spirit has been nerfed, let's say balanced a little bit, and I'm happy. The Plague. This is one of the good ones. If the power button is released early, the Wild Purge will continue charging to the minimum threshold instead of canceling and returning to cooldown. This is kind of like Huntress. When you press right mouse button, you will, if you let go, you will still throw a hatchet once it gets to the minimum charge time. Wild Purge cooldown move speed increased by from 2.3 meters to 3.6 meters per second. This is perfect. Perfect, very good. Base object infection time increased to 40 seconds, was 35, not so significant, a little bit. Interacted with infected object generates two plus 2 times, that's just 2 weeks time, double basically from sickness over time than interacting with non-infected objects. Time to cleanse at a fountain increased to 8 seconds, was 6 seconds. Some of the add-ons have been changed. They're not all that interesting, and you know, I'm not gonna go over all of them because it takes so much time. Let's just go over some of the things that I think are important. First of all, Iridescent Seal removed the speed penalty while holding Corrupt Purge. It had a speed penalty, doesn't have anymore. Prayer Tablet, Wild Purge no longer affects survivors. Increases object infection for duration by 40 seconds, which means they will be infected for 80 seconds. Increases infection from infected objects by 100%. Increases devious blood points by 100%. It's kind of a challenge for you if you want to go for this one. Olabanium Incense. Survivors who cleanse at fountains have their auras revealed for 4 seconds. Decreases the number of pools of devotion in the trial by 2. incensed ointment. Ingesting the corruption at a pool of devotion causes all survivors within the plague's terror radius to scream and reveal their location. This is awesome. This is one of the best ones in my opinion. Increases velocity of vomit projectiles by 10%. This is also good because the projectiles plague is very slow. This could catch some survivors off guard. And overall, some really great changes. Nice. Deathslinger. Deathslinger, I think Haver went out of their way to nerf him more than he was supposed to be nerfed, but we'll see. The Deathslinger must now wait for the exit aim animation to complete before being able to attack for 0.6 seconds. Increased movement speed when aiming downsight to 85. It was 75. The cooldown when a survivor breaks free is now the same duration as a successful hit. Increased terror radius to 32 meters. The Deathslinger must now wait for the intern animation to complete before being able to fire. You can't just hold M2 for a fraction of a second shot. Um, Gold Creek Whiskey removed movement speed penalty. Marshall's Badge removed movement speed penalty. Iridescent Coin decreased range requirements to 12 meters. It was 15. It made no sense. Now it's better. Reworked add-on Hellshire Iron. When a survivor is speared, gain undetectable. The effect persists for 10 seconds after the survivor is no longer speared. This is also good, but I think the 32 meters is kind of a lot, considering that he's a range killer. He's supposed to be 4.4 meters per second with the move speed and 32 meters, and for 24 meters, sorry, or 4.6 and 32 meters. I think he's a kind of a weird killer right now. It should be either like Nemesis and Plague or Huntress or Trickster. He's not in between. He's this weird thing. So I think maybe the speed buff, maybe even 4.5 would make some changes, but I think this is a little bit too much. Because overall, I don't think the Death Singer is that kind of a great killer. It's not that he was S tier, something like that. He was okayish, but this is a little bit too much, in my opinion. But we'll see. The Ghostface had a good change in his power. Now, the recovery time is 24 seconds. I like this because now it's not the best thing, but now you're not obligated to always use those recovery rate add-ons. You can't just go for some new things. However, I don't like the fact that the only things that have been changed are the recovery add-ons. You could have done some different things to the other ones so that people would use them more. But still, I think Ghostface is kind of like the shape. They paid attention to the parts that weren't that important. The recovery time decrease, however, is perfect because 30 seconds is a lot, considering the fact that it doesn't matter if you down them, if you get stunned, if you miss, whatever happens, you will be basically losing your power for 30 seconds. This is not so bad, but still, let's go over the next one. Blight increased rush token charge recharge bonus to 1 second was 0.55, increasing rushing speed by 10 seconds. This is the added effect. Summoning Stone increased pallet blocking range to 60 meters, 16 meters was 12. Increased pallet blocking duration to 15 was 6. 6 was just stupid. It's not so bad. Blight was already in a good spot. You didn't even needed these, but they changed it overall. And it's a good one. Add-on Sculpt the Top Knot reduced Demon Dash activation reduction to zero point 0.5 seconds. This is good because the Sculpt Top Knot already does everything in the game. It's very important. A little bit of a nerf would make it understandable. Some name changes made to some survivor perks due to the fact that the Stranger Things license is going to be out of the game. But let's go over some perk reworks that I kind of like some of them. Recovery for Vigil. Recovery bonus increased to 20, 25, 30%. It was 10, 15, 20. Now it helps with every status effect, including Oblivious, Exposed, Broken. Babysitter added a 7% haste status effect for the rescued survivor. I don't think this is crazy, not so much, but still. Remove the killer seeing aura, your aura. Killer aura visibility for you increased to 8 seconds. This is good. But I still don't understand why would you see the killer? I don't get it. I had a video about changing this perk, and I think my idea was much better. But okay, this is better actually from what it was. But let's see the next rest. For the people, reduce the duration of the broken status effect for 80, 70, 60 was 110, 190. This is good. This is really good. Windows of opportunity was an obvious one. They should have done it. They removed the cooldown, and also the effective range is now increased. Repair lines, generators repair requirement reduced to 45 meters, 45 seconds. Basically, was 60 the max level. Built to Last had a very interesting rework. I think a little bit too much, but still, it's very, very interesting. After hiding inside a locker for 12 seconds, with a depleted item in hand, 99% of its charges are refilled. Each use of Built to Last reduces the amount of charges refilled by 33%. Added Stinger audio when item charges are refilled. Okay, this is good. Enemies necessary added effect. You can see the auras of dropped pallets. I still think this perk is shit and it needs much more than that, but okay. No Mither, they wanted to keep the mimicky thing, but they buffed it a little bit, which I think is a good thing. The grunts of pain reduction increased to 75%, and they added a recovery boost speed, which is good. Let's go over the killer ones. Still, as I said, some of the Demogorgon perks have changed their names, and they have had some changes also. Hex Retribution. Oblivious condition changed to trigger from interacting with any type of totem, was just cleansing Hex totems. Increased aura reveal time to 15 seconds. This is nice, dude. This is very, very interesting and very strong. Blood Favor pallet blocking effect now triggers of basic attacks and special attacks. Perfect. Pallet blocking radius increased to 32 meters, was 16 meters. Cooldown has been removed. Thank you. Because this perk was so shit that even if the survivors would found out that you have this perk, they would laugh at you. It was like, okay, let this guy keep his blood favor. He's never gonna make use of it. Now this is just very, very nice. Thank you. The cooldown part was the worst part, and now that it's gone, I'm happy. Blindness effect now triggers of basic attacks and special attacks, just like Blood Favor. This is also a little bit of a change, which is nice. Survivor penalty now applies to both cleansing and blessing actions. Was just cleansing. Penalty stacks increased to 8, 9, 10 per stack. Was 4, 5, 6. Maximum penalty increased to 50%. Loud noise notification has been removed, however. This is good because of the fact that boon totems now exist, and also I think this is a buff. I think, in my opinion, but still. Fearmonger, or the Mindbreaker formerly, now applies exhausted and blindness to survivors. It was just as exhausted. And there has been some optimization. We have the Dog Saloon back also. And that's it overall. There are a lot of things going on for the fixed parts and the known issues, but we're not going to go over them. Overall, I think this is the one of the best updates that Behavior has ever done, and I hope things like this happen again. The next update after that, everything should be like this. We should have a lot of changes because we need to keep the dynamic of the game. But overall, I would say good job. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for future content. I will make more videos about this update, so make sure to tune in, leave a like, a comment, and have a nice one.